All right. We're joined by Andrew Hutchinson. He's getting us caught up on Arkansas football following the hire of Chad Morris, of course, and the National Signing Day, number 14 in the SEC, 49th in the nation, according to the 247 composite. You can join Andrew at Hogs 247 Sports. So you alluded to Connor Noland, who was the number 2 rated quarterback and player in the state of Arkansas. Jerry Bohannon went to Baylor. It was kind of a perfect fit because they are totally void of quarterbacks there at Baylor under Matt Rule, with only like 1 or 2 on scholarship. Austin Allen, of course, had some issues with the offensive line and protection, but when he did get time to throw, almost 3,500 yards and 25 touchdown passes 2 seasons ago. So what are we looking at here entering the spring? Probably an open competition, basically.
Absolutely. With the new coach coming in, it's obviously going to be an open competition. You know, it's hard to say that Cole Kelly doesn't have the advantage right now just because he had some starting experience. You know, Austin Allen got hurt there in the second half of the season and missed 4 games, and Cole Kelly was the guy who started in his place. He's a big 6'7" Cajun from Louisiana. And he's a gunslinger. He has an arm that is as good as anybody I've seen. He has a cannon. Now, that sometimes gets him in trouble. Sometimes he tries to make throws that aren't there, or he fires in a fastball on a slant route and everything. Receivers don't typically like that, but he has the talent there. He's also a little bit more mobile than you'd probably expect for a guy his size. I mean, he is 6'7". 250 pounds, something like that. He is a big guy. He actually was used in some kind of short yardage goal line packages earlier in the season. So he's probably got the advantage right now. The other scholarship quarterbacks that are going to go through spring practice that are on campus already are Ty Story. He's actually a year older than Cole. He's from Arkansas. He grew up cheering for the Razorbacks and everything. He was a backup in 2016. Got limited reps. I think he's thrown 4 passes in his career. So he's talented. He was a 4-star recruit, but he just hasn't necessarily developed as the previous coaching staff would have liked. But who knows with a new coaching staff coming in, especially with an offensive guru like Chad Morris, who knows what he could do. Dalton Hyatt is another guy. He redshirted this past year, and he's from Alabama. So those 3 are the scholarship guys that are going to go through spring practice, which obviously gives them an advantage. You've got a couple of walk-ons, and you've also got an interesting walk-on in Austin Ani, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He's a walk-on who actually came out. He was a part of the 2012 class and actually signed with TCU, but he was also a very good baseball player. He ended up being a second-round draft pick by the New York Yankees and spent the past 6 years playing baseball. And he said, hey, I'm going to try to pick up football again. And so he's actually already on campus and going through workouts, and we'll go through spring as well. So who knows? Maybe he could be a Brandon Whedon type. But honestly, I think Cole Kelly is going to have the advantage just to start the spring. And then you've also got to add Connor Noland, unless you're Tua Tago, whatever his name was for Alabama that won a national championship. I think it's going to be Cole Kelly to start the season, but it's an open competition.